Is there a difference between the 10 Commandments and the rest of the commandments found in the books of Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy? Let's take a look. The 10 Commandments start in Exodus chapter 20, and that is when they are all gathered at Mount Sinai, and the thunder and the lightning and all the wonderful sounds, the scary sounds are coming from the mountain, and Yahweh starts to speak to his people. And that is where the first of the commandments are given to Yahweh's people. But the interesting part is what happens at the end. Modern Christianity likes to separate the first 10 from all the other commandments, but is there a separation in the text? Exodus 20:18 says this: "Now the people witnessed all the thunderings, the lightning flashes, the sound of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood afar off. They said to Moses, 'You speak with us, and we will hear. But let not Yahweh speak with us, lest we die.' And Moses said to the people, 'Do not fear, for Yahweh has come to test you, and that his fear may be before you, so that you may not sin.' So the people stood afar off, but Moses drew near the thick darkness where Yahweh was." And then he continues to speak for another 4 chapters. And in these 4 chapters is the law concerning servants, the law concerning violence, the responsibility for property, animal control laws, justice for all, and it talks about keeping the feasts. In Exodus 23:14, he talks about keeping 3 annual feasts: unleavened bread, the Feast of Harvest, known as Pentecost or Shavuot, and the Feast of Ingathering, known as Sukkot. He said these are 3 giant feasts that we're supposed to be having. And that's all when Moses is speaking to Yahweh, before the 10 Commandments are written on the stones, like we're always told. In chapter 24, Moses brings this to the people, and the people who are still standing there waiting to hear, they all say, "We agree to this, we will do this." This was the very first time that they agreed to do everything that is in these first 4 chapters. In chapter 24 all the way to chapter 31, there are continuing commandments, just all kinds of stuff in here, lots and lots of commandments, way more than 10. And at the end of chapter 31, we have the law of the Sabbath. "And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, 'Speak also to the children of Israel, saying, Surely my Sabbath you shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that you may know that I am Yahweh who sanctifies you. You shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy to you. Everyone who profanes it shall surely be put to death, for whoever does any work on it, that person shall be cut off from among his people.'" And he says, this will be throughout your generations, in perpetuity, a perpetuity forever covenant. And then of course you have the golden calf incident, where Moses is dragged down from the mountain to deal with the people. But Yahweh was not done giving his commands at that moment. Moses comes down with these 2 tablets, and in all the videos and movies he's always carrying 2 big stone tablets with the 10 Commandments written on them, kind of like this. But here in chapter 32 verse 15 it says something very different. "And Moses turned and went down from the mountain, and the 2 tablets of the testimony were in his hand. The tablets were written on both sides. On one side and on the other they were written. Now the tablets were the work of Yahweh, and the writing was the writing of Yahweh engraved on the tablets." These were 2 giant tablets written front and back, both sides. That means there was way more than just those 10 little commandments in bold print on the front. Yes, there is no difference between the 10 Commandments and all the other commandments. They're just one giant group of commandments. Now, they were broken up in story, and things happened, and Yahweh had to stop talking here, and then he talked again here. But just because that happened does not mean there's a difference. So no, there is no difference between the 10 Commandments and the rest. They are all Yahweh's commandments. They are all in perpetuity forever, and they are all for his people to keep. Thank you for asking that question. Shalom.